Hello, and welcome back to All Code and More. So I know I haven't been on for a really long time, and I was actually on a vacation, then I had to do lots of other stuff. But now I'm back on, so we can start coding. Okay, so first what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Atom, and I'm going to make a file. And today what we're going to be working on is string conversions and types. So let's go here and so the first thing we need to know about is a type. And now types are like the things I've already told you about: strings, integers, and floats. So we already learned about strings. Now, just to refresh you on integers and floats, integers are numbers, except they're all like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They don't have they're not decimals. So they don't have their decimal places, except they're still those numbers. Like they're even the minuses and the pluses and 0, of course. So that's an integer. And then a float has a decimal point and decimals after that. So floats are like minus 1.5 or 1.5 or 2.3, and integers are like 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2. And then finally we learned about strings, which are a sequence of letters like this. So Python actually has an inbuilt function, which means a function that's already built into Python that can figure out something's type. Like, let's try this. Let's print the type of. Now that's how to make this is how to make a type function. And if you notice with all functions, you just have to put a function's name and then these two open brackets and curly brackets and put this in it. And this is actually called its arguments. So this type is this thing I'm putting into the print statement is one of its arguments. So I want to print out the type of this string, which I'm just going to say string. So let's see what it shows, and you can see it says class string. So we don't need to get really involved in when it says class. When it says class, it basically just means type. So we can just say it's a string type class or a string type. So now, let's say instead of putting string, I'm going to put a float. Like, let's say 5.0555767. Yeah, that float. So now, if I go here and I run my script, I get the class as float. And finally, if I put an integer, like 5 only, I get it as int. So these are types, but now we need to learn about conversions. Conversions are making one type become another. Like 5, if you make it in the string form, will be equal to this. But we can't just do this to convert. We have to use something else. So let's say we want to convert 5. First we need to store a variable of 5. So this is my variable. I'm just going to name it we, and then this is going to be equal to 5. So this variable 5, I want to make it a string. So I'm going to make a new variable which is called sv for string v. And it's really simple. Remember I told you, if you just have to put str, that's like an abbreviation for string, and then you have to put v inside of it. So right now it's making this v, which is 5, become a string. Okay, now that we do that, let's print sv. Now when you print it, you will probably see nothing special happen. It will just print out 5, except actually in reality this thing is a string, and to test that we can use our type function. So let's print type of v, and then let's print the type of sv, which is our modified version. So you can see that v is an integer, except sv is a string. Now we can actually take this a little more far, and we can try this. So v equals string 5, and then iv equals int. So what do you think is going to be my result? Okay, so now I think you have thought about what my result is going to be. Let's figure out. Let's print the type of v, and let's print the type of I v. So now I'm going to print this, and boom, it says this class is a string and this class is an int. And that means we can make this string, which is 5, become an int, which will now be looking like this, a number form of it. So now that we figured out that, we can also make it become a float. So let's try this. Now it's a float, and actually if you print the float out, iv, it will show you 5.0, because if it's a float it has to have a decimal place. Now I know 5.0 can also be 5, but that's just the way Python made it. So now we can figure out why it might be useful for a string conversion. For example, let's say we're going to want to take in user's input with a function called input, and just to refresh you on input, I forgot if we talked about this before, but just to refresh you, input has a string of what you want in it. Like if you say input hello, we have to store it in a variable too. So if we say input hello, and we always have to put a space after our input statement so that we actually it won't be like combined. You'll see what I'm talking about after I do it. Wait, let me just start again. Okay, so if we put that, now you realize I'm not going to be using this Atom interface right now, because right now the Atom interface for some reason doesn't work for me with this input statement. So now if I go here, and I'm going to be putting I'm going to be running my program, which I call as, it says hello, and then we can put this stuff in it, whatever I want. So anyway, if we do that, right, and we want the program to basically add whatever we inputted by 5. So you might think it might look a little like this. Print v plus 5. So if I do this and I put in 5, what do you think is going to happen? Is it going to give me an error, or is it going to add my number by 5? Like let's say I put 5 for v, then what's it going to print out? Okay, now that you thought about that, I'm going to be testing it out, and we'll see what happens. So I'm going to be putting 5, and I don't know why I put hello there, but I just did. And boom, a type error. You can only concentrate string, not int, to string. Now this can be a little confusing when you see it, but it means that this, when we put v in, if I print out this type, you figure out that v is not an int, except it is a string. Because if you put any input statement and then you store the variable. That variable will like have it in string. See, the class is string. Now you might be like, okay, the class is string, so what? But if we're printing b plus 5, we can't print a string plus a string. So this is where conversion comes in handy. I'm going to be converting it. I'm going to be making something called SV now. Well, no, I mean IV now. Or just for a little more, we'll put FV because floats can handle more. And that'll be the float of v. Now, if we try it, what do you think will it show? Wait. So if we convert this, and if you see my problem here is that I randomly forgot the F there. But now if we try it, what do you think it'll show us? 10.0. But you might be a little confused. I mean, we're adding a float plus an integer. So actually what it does is that float plus integers can be added together because it basically assumes that this thing is saying 5.0. Like, just assume that because we can add float and integers together.